Hello, good day. Today is August 8th, 2023. So that would be 08/08/2023. I don't know what to call this video because it's not Good Morning Sunday. It is not Monochrome Monday. The best I've got so far is Marching Martes. Martes being French, and being Tuesday, being the day of Mars, and Mars is a planet of action, the commander-in-chief, the warrior, the one who marches forth with will. So Marching Martes is my working title for this vlog. I did not make a video yesterday or the day before. Our life and our world is rapidly changing, and I am staying as focused as I can, being fastidious in this very quick transition my partner and I are embarking upon. I also, related to van life, like we got a van yesterday. We picked up our van. We have a Mitsubishi Delica, 1995 little space-looking mobile. She's incredible. I'm so enamored with her already, and quite like, yeah. I mean, wave of emotions in terms of like being excited. And this is a dream I've had. This is a dream I've had for so long. And I didn't know that this was going to be the timing of it, although, you know, these were our choices and this was our, like, we decided to embark upon this. So, you know, it's like, I guess, surprising ourselves with our own decisions. Yeah, yesterday, so much has been going on. I'm kind of going to be maybe a bit all over the place today. Like, for example, why am I wearing a scarf? It's August 8th. Like, summer is, I feel, the fall air has already come in, and like leaves are starting to fall, and like fall is on its way. Like, winter is not yet coming in the sense that fall still has to fall. Why am I wearing this scarf? Well, I knitted this scarf for a girlfriend of mine whose birthday is coming up, and it is the second thing I've ever knitted, so I'm really proud of it. I did not see this coming in terms of how much I would love knitting, but of course I love costumes and textiles and fashion and art, the art that it can be our clothing and our attire, you know, the art and attire. Hey, go, Roshi, no. No, Roshi, no. Go. So, with that, maybe it's not, you know, I just didn't know if I'd ever find a way towards being able to, like, make costumes. And now that I, like, have realized this, like, love of knitting that I have, and how therapeutic it is when you're, feel like you're spinning your wheels as an artist, as someone who's trying to, like, become an artist, step into my artist self. Knitting just offers a lot of things, and I just immediately fell in love with it without realizing it, without expecting it. I don't know where for the whole video because it's freaking hot. It does its job, but like, look how beautiful this is. Beautiful colors. It curls in on itself, which it is what it is. I kind of wish it didn't curl as much as it does, but anyways, I love it. So beautiful. And I can't wait to give it to my girlfriend. Okay, I'm gonna take off my glasses too. It was an ensemble. I'm breaking the ensemble. Okay, so let's continue scattering all of the event. Continued with the scatteredness of my energy in this day of days. Wow, so noises happening. Okay, so then also, you know, yesterday we've been, you know, knowing that we're going to go pick up the van, we're really doing this, we've really given our notice, we're really moving out of our apartment, we really are jumping into the unknown in an even bigger way, collectively, like, incredulously, like this role, this job, this position is open up for my partner that can perhaps like coincide through our van life in a really interesting way. So that's just like that, and that came together like at the last, like after we bought the van, it was like pretty wild. So, but you know, okay, so we've been like, okay, we're gonna go get the van tomorrow, we're gonna go get the van, and then I wake up in the morning, I turn on my phone, first thing that pops in, 2 emails, one from filmfreeway.com and then one from Berlin Shorts Film Festival, that a student film that I submitted on an old growth forest blockade, this like short experimental documentary I made last fall, is a semi-finalist. It was selected. It's semi-finalist for August for the Berlin Shorts Festival, and you know, it will go on to see if it's selected to be a finalist, to actually be in it. But like, regardless if it does that, I still feel so victorious, and like wow, I woke up to that. I woke up to like laurel leaves coming to me, being like, we see you, we love what you've done, it's beautiful, we're furthering your project, like congratulations, you know, like congratulations for making something beautiful that we recognize. Like that recognition is incredible. You know, I love the project, and it's so meaningful to me, and it's a composite. It's an assemblage of footage from many different filmmakers and videographers and you know, media journalists, like people who were at the blockade who submitted footage. So it's an assemblage of their footage and some of mine, and I got this hard drive, and for my experimental student class, I sifted through and weaved together a shortened version of like the experiences that so many of us had there, because I was at the blockade just as an activist, as a land and water defender, as someone who came to protect what is sacred to me and what is sacred to so many. And I didn't go there with the intent of creating this short film, but it kind of naturally, organically came out. I feel like it wanted to come out through me, and so yeah, there's just so much love and collective. It's like for me, it's like a collective creation, and also my creation, and like it's meant to be shared. You know, it's just meant to share that love and the heart. To me, it's just like this short film with all this heart in it. So many hearts. I was just talking about the feeling of recognition, and that, well, I know that, you know, looking for approval, looking for validation, like solely through outside of yourself, through other people, or, you know, external markers of success, and sort of checking the box. Like, to live by that alone would be hollow, and you know, I'm a person that's all about our inner world, and being connected with your like truer essences, and all of the selves within ourselves, of which I think that I feel and experience that there's many layers to us, and so, you know, having integrity and moving outward from that like authentic sort of sense of expression, you know, is about sharing and sharing what's in our heart, what we come here, what we care to bring to this world. You know, it's like I work to move from an inward place, because that to me has that sense of like, yeah, that authenticity and integrity, and just like that's like, I am in this body, I am me, I am this composite of materials and energy and, you know, consciousness and feelings and all of that, and what's it all about, you know? To bring that forth in a good way, for, you know, for service, to create, experience a world and a life that is like, you know, I think connected to my more soul calling, and it's just about like love and joy and uplifting, and yeah, so but you know, it's also, we're also here to be seen. We're also here to be recognized for our gifts, or perhaps because of my human design type as a projector, being recognized for our gifts, being received for our gifts, is really important to us in our life path and like our mission, and why, like, you know, kind of built into my energetic design, like what I'm here to do, that being recognized is a big aspect. And you know, I mean, it's not, I guess it's not rocket science either. Like, artists don't just create so they can put all their creations in a room and it never sees the light of day. You know, maybe that's been some's journey, and like that was what that soul was meant to experience for whatever reason. But I think by and large, our gifts are meant to share, right? So, and I've been in so many that my own personal journey has like definitely, I don't rush towards the limelight. I don't rush towards being center stage. I haven't anyways, and I, you know, shy and introverted and not necessarily wanting to take space from others, or feeling clear on who I am enough and to be confident enough with that attention and with that sense of like examination, you know. And but anyways, it's been a long road and a long journey, and just to come to this place of like, I created this project, and it has all that love in it and all of that like passion, and I mean, there was so much sort of dramaticness that happened at the blockade, and kind of this, I feel like this web of sort of this karmic cosplay almost of like social, like societal like histories and lineages, and just like this like kind of like a, I would almost say like, you know, we try to practice nonviolence, but it's in some sense like the emotional, almost like emotional violence, or just traumas that I think we're really kind of playing out in a lot of ways. But like ultimately, pretty much everyone that went there with like fierce love to defend what was sacred to them, what is sacred to us. So yeah, it's just, I mean, it's a meaning, long story short, it's a very meaningful project to me and to many people. Well, I mean, and how it came to be created, the events of it are very meaningful to many people, many people, many people. So it's just so cool for us to get to that place where, yeah, maybe I can, there is a place, right? Like there is a place for the things that I care to share in the world to be received, and to like do whatever they need to do for those that receive it. So it's been incredible. And like a few hours later, picking up a van with my partner to like start our nomadic life, a chapter of our lives as nomads and artists, and doing some social service work too, and with my dog, and yeah, I'm just a year ago I would have no idea that I would be where I am right now. I wouldn't have think these dreams would have come to fruition so quickly. That part to me is really fascinating. It's fascinating. And then of course, like, I mean, yesterday was like pinch me. Like I was like just like in awe, total awe of everything. When we all piled in our brand new van and we went to this beautiful lookout point in West Vancouver. It was like sunny, and everyone in their boat was out with their boat, and the birds and the breeze, and so gorgeous, and like we live in such a beautiful part of the world. I was just like, whoa, dreams coming true, like wow. And to just like being so grateful for that, for all of these gifts. So many things, I've just received so much support from like the forces that be, human, I think non-human, my beautiful dog, and just the energies of life providing for me in ways, in immaterial ways that it's just flooding to me, through me. So staying centered and grounded as much as I can. And of course, today, this morning, I felt like the fear too. I'm like, oh my God, like I keep having the fear that someone's gonna damage the van, and like we put everything into her, our resources, we have to be mindful about like where we put our resources, and but like the fear too is like there to protect me, even if it's maybe not serving me at my highest sense of like encouragement, of like enjoyment. It's sort of like, oof, oh no, I'm like, well, I can feel some worry. I can feel like, oh my gosh, so many dreams are like manifesting, and then you go, oh God, what if something happens? What if, that fear brain of like, can I trust life? Can I trust reality? Can I trust this journey to not like take away, to not harm, to not like shatter everything that I care about so much? And then, that's like due time for like a bit of shadow work, I guess, or just soothing around those fears. Like, my counselor talks about like, even our gremlins, they need love too. And we, so it's just interesting to watch the fluctuations of my emotions and my thoughts around these events and experiences that I have, you know. It's like, yeah. I'm kind of rambling probably a lot. For a video journal, for my vlog, my weekly vlog, that's not on schedule, but you know, I'm gonna move into a van soon, so being not on schedule is sort of the new schedule. Okay, my camera shut off, which was probably just like me, a sign that here I am rambling but I like talking to this iris, this all-seeing iris, unblinking eye, the unblinking eye of the iris. So yeah, I'll wrap it up. My heart is filled with joy. I said that like kind of militantly. It is joyful. But like, yeah, I'm in a very grateful space, and I wish everyone the best. I think good things happen when we tune in to our heart. So on that note, sending, yeah, a lot of goodwill out there. Prayers for peace and healing, you know, that we can find our way back to the garden, that we're already within. So until the next time.